Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's Turtle Prank Bosses here, and today we're going to be taking apart electronics. Got whatever this is, internet box I believe, and a little remote. And my first weapon of choice will be this machete. So we're going to start, and maybe this isn't a good idea. You think this is a bad idea? I think this is a bad idea. We'll go down to some safer tools. Maybe that would be smarter. Put this away and put on safety glasses. And this might actually be a long video. I am sorry about that. But yeah. I want to put it in time lapse, but then I won't be able to do intro and be hard to understand all that machete stuff, so I'm gonna start with this. So what I'm about to do is, you might see there's a little notch going through where the two pieces of the body connect. And that is what I did with my computer project, which I don't have on camera sadly. For that project, I had to do this all the way around the base of the body of the computer, and it sometimes takes a while, which is why I'm worried this might be a pretty long video. Now this should be sturdier. And this might work. So, got Pittsburgh screwdriver. These are also Pittsburgh. And obviously it's not sponsored because don't have sponsors ever. But they're really great tools. It's just I'm not good at tightening the other one. So I can't get it to work without sliding in because I can't get it tight enough. So I'm going to use this new screwdriver, which I got at Harbor Freight. It's actually a really great store there. Cheap stuff. I actually got my machete there. And, yeah. So if you ever want tools, that's actually a really great place to go. And the only reason I'm really wearing the goggles is because whenever I'm using a screwdriver, just in case it breaks and a couple pieces of it might fly up or something, just for the safety precautions, I do this because I'd love to not get hurt in a video. Never used this before, so there we go. This should work a lot better. I don't think I'll be able to smash it open. Maybe down here. There we go. Wow. So this is kind of like an antenna you might find on top of a house. That's basically what this is. It's what it looks like. So now I'm going to need a small screwdriver. So I have all these other screwdrivers that I've used for all my other projects, but for Christmas I got this brand new kit from my dad. So I decided, hey, this would be really fun to use. I don't think I'm doing this right. I think I'm supposed to put in the other piece, but I'm still going to try. Okay, never mind. This will work. Sorry if you don't think I'm good at this. It's my first time doing a video of me taking apart electronics. I recommend speeding it up 2 times just because this is definitely going to take a while. Because, I mean, I've done these projects before and I spent up to like 30 minutes on a single screw because it was, first of all, got stripped and it was really tight and I couldn't get it. but I got it eventually. So, back into this kit. The other problem with this is when you're doing these, you don't actually know the size of stuff you're going to need, which makes it really hard. There we go. I'm very unprofessional. I just do it the best I can. Oh, shoot. These work. It's a good, right size. There we go. Shoot. Loosened it. Again, I'm really sorry if this takes a long time, because I mean, really not professional at all. So I wouldn't expect this to go by quickly, because when I did the computer, I did about 3 hours. It took about 6 hours to take apart. I mean, it was an amazing build. I loved it, but it takes a while. Took 6 hours over the course of 2 days. I really wished I had gotten that one on because there was a lot of really interesting parts in there. Especially when you take apart a CD scanner. That is like probably my favorite thing to take apart in the computer, besides the screen. Okay. Out, and now I might actually need wire cutters. I'll be right back. Now I'm really cold because I just went in the garage to get these. Here we go. Looks like it's just a bunch of tape holding this together. So for now, I'm going to set this aside. I will finish that piece a bit later. First, I want to get some of the rest of this apart. I want to know what's really nice about Harbor Freight. When you go on, if you get magazines like I always do, a little newspaper from there, you get free stuff. So I got this for free, with a hunting knife purchase that I got, and it was a really good screwdriver. Of course, I'm not using it what a screwdriver is intended for, but when I'm doing works. This is how I've done it with every one of my projects, screwdrivers. So there's little pieces like this that you can pull out. You're freaking. It's in there tight. In school, they teach us problem-solving skills, but not this kind of problem-solving. They should teach us this kind of stuff in school. Make the day a lot more interesting. I think doing this should allow me to remove the antenna on there. I'm actually going to magnetize this real quick. Should be magnetized to me. There we go. Magnetize. Oh. Another one here. Trying to make this as easy as you can to see. It's probably not easy at all. It'll be a fun video. Don't know if I doubt there's anything in this, but I can always check. Whatever. Can't get that. There we go. Got probably the smallest washer, thinnest, I should say. It seems smaller, but not as thin as this. If I hold it correct, it kind of looks like there's nothing there. Of how thin that is. I could see through this little hole in here. There are tons of wires under there. So that should be pretty eventful to do. Take a pop. And this is my pop-ups. He gave it to me to get broke. And he had duct tape, I guess, to fix it at one point. He's trying to fix it up. I'm trying to figure out how to remove the middle pieces that were holding on the antenna. I think there's 2 antennas, actually. We only have one of them. It's fun to take apart, but it's always like the company that builds them wants to make it as stressful as possible to take these kind of things apart. It's like they really don't want you to, which I don't get. I mean, that's like the fun in having electronics, taking them apart. We'll try again down here. And if I end up getting too much stuck, I might save it for another video. But currently, I do have other things to take apart. So I have a remote, and I have I believe it's an internet box. And you can come through. Yeah. I'm getting stuck with this. Especially with this, there's a thin plastic covering, and there's these little notches that are really hard to undo. Oh, I just peeled this notch up. Wow. I'm gonna try and do that with all of them. There we go. Pulled it up. There's a really little screw over here. I can see kind of sticking up, but gotta take that off till I get in there. It's for me to believe I have to get through this. And it was made in China. So there's this wire here. It looks like a plastic piece that I push up and might be able to, lift it up. So this is what I like to do when I'm doing these. I get one piece up, then I'll get my other screwdrivers out, and as I go through to hold its place, keeping it up, I'll stick them through. I stick it through to keep it up, and I can remove the piece I'm using to pull them all out to pull up a couple more sections. It makes it so much easier. It's unbelievable how easy it makes it. I love doing this little trick. And doing it also just makes it easier to pull up every other section. Now once you get it off, you can remove your little screwdrivers, and I can already see a little bit of a circuit board, which is mostly is the main piece I actually care about, the circuit boards. That's most of the reason why I take these apart. Circuit boards. Okay, and because I hit 50, I have to make my 50 sub video. My sister got sick, and I think I might be a little sick, so I can't make it yet. But when I'm better, and she's better, I'm gonna do my best, make that video, and I'm gonna do a giveaway probably next month. Because I want to do it for the video, but I don't have all the stuff yet. And it'll be a really nice giveaway. I think you guys will really like it. And I will tell you it's not electronic, what I'm trying to do. But that was close. But it'll be cool. You'll like it. So this is a part from my printer that I took apart, which there are a couple springs in there I haven't been able to get out, so that's mostly taken apart. Yeah. Maybe I could just... Well, that's not working. Started a cut. Maybe I can use it with my screwdriver. This is trying to make me think I should have used my my machete. Probably be easier with a hammer. Yeah, in the end, I will give this away. Or not give away. I'm gonna take it apart. Just not yet because I don't feel like it. So because I can't get that, I'm gonna try this remote, which has one battery and some springs. So I'm looking forward to that. I love springs. I just gotta get in this little... I don't know if you can see it, but there's always like a little line going through. It's right this. I don't know how well you can see it. But yeah, that line is kind of where they put the shell of the thing together, the body. It's where it's connected, and usually once you get like a screwdriver or something under that, and you just kind of like shake it up and down, it starts to pop out. This is exactly why you need a screwdriver, really. Without it, this would be really, really hard. I don't know what I'd do without screwdrivers on projects like this. It would just take so much longer than it already does. Go try it. See this. See if it's any pointier. Might be a little pointy. Neither of them are actually pointy. These flatheads are, besides the fact that it's flat right there, it's not a point. It looks like one, but it's really just flat, which is annoying. Plus, it needs something a little sharp to where like get in the really small hole, super small. Nope, maybe I will do a giveaway in this video if I can get that set up. I'll give away all these remote buttons if you would like that. I don't know why you might like it, but you know, why not? I don't need them. You probably don't either, but who knows? Oh! Ooh! Got it. So I'm actually just shoving the screwdriver in the buttonholes and prying it up through that hole. So the buttons aren't getting damaged. Even though I bet this remote probably actually still works. But I don't really know exactly anything else. I don't even know if this is a TV remote or something for... It's probably a TV remote. Oop. There we go. So this is actually really compact. There's the button sheet So like a sheet of buttons, and this is where each button is. Each of those little like squares on there is a button. It's just a little circuit board. I love collecting circuit boards. It's just fun. It's like a passion, collecting them. Move this. So if you're wondering, like, when you have stuff where the batteries go in, there's the flat piece and the kind of springy piece. They're really just connected by a little tiny wire of metal. I keep that stuff just because I like it. And as I said, I need them damaged. No. He wants a sheet of buttons. We got the on, mute, 2 random buttons, I don't know, 2 more random buttons. Just go through channels, volume, CC, dot, I don't know what that is. The numbers, and enter, and then the 4 direction buttons. Yeah, it's nice little sheet of buttons, I guess. I don't know if you want it or not, but I think I'll save it for my giveaway video because why not? So put that to the side. This is trash. This is keep. Trash. I put my circuit boards directly in my box of circuit boards. Yeah. Really all that's on remotes. Really nothing much, but they're still fun to take apart. You don't get much, but yeah. It's worth it. It's fun. You're starting by if you like taking stuff apart, remotes are, I'd say a little cheaper, but you get cheap remotes. It's a nice thing to start with. Of course, I'm not a professional, but I've taken apart quite a few things already. And I'm about to take apart a lot more in videos, such as I have security monitors, I have 2 computer towers, one is already slightly broken open. I have 2 monitors, 3 keyboards, at least 2 mouses, a couple other things I can't remember. The problem with this is, if there were 2 notches holding it in, it'd be easy, but it's 3. So I need to break one, at least. And then, there we go. Just gotta get the right angle, snap it, snap all 3, and then it's looser. Still not all the way around. And if you ever look at these boxes, there's holes in the side. Texture, really hard to see. This side. There we go. If you look in them, you can see a lot of the stuff. I can see the little plastic pieces I just broke. But, yeah. So it's one of the easier things to see inside of. Oh yeah, another thing I took apart was a thermostat, which is also a nice, quick, easy thing to take apart. I mean, I made it harder on myself by trying to remove parts of the circuit board, like deconstruct the whole circuit board, which is hard as heck. It's really hard. Yeah. You ever wondered what the motherboard of a computer looks like? When I had a Dell computer, it looked like that. I have the keyboard and everything in here. I just don't mess with it much because, I mean, you gotta be careful when you do this because screwdrivers could break, knives could break, anything can really break on you, and it could really be, if you're not wearing glasses, which I should probably be wearing gloves right now, but when you're not wearing glasses especially, it can be dangerous because say like any second this could just snap and fly right in my face. So, I always gotta be extra careful. I really don't know. I know this screwdriver is really probably not made for this. There probably are specific screwdrivers made for exactly what I'm doing, but again, not a professional, so I don't have professional tools. No, I might not even get to finish this large piece in the video, just because of this is very tough to take apart. Again, this actually looks really cool. I like it. It's basically like a satellite. Like, I bet you if I put that up somewhere, it'd work just like a satellite. There's my cat to the side. Yeah. Now I'm going to do a test and just punch it in the middle. So whatever's inside is probably now partially broken. Doesn't bother me at all. But yeah. Oh! I feel dumb. There's screws in the back. Shoot. Oh, perfect size screw. Didn't need to change the bit or anything. Often it's usually like an extremely tiny, a medium sized kind of thing like I'm dealing with now, or an extra large one. So there's really only ever like 3 bits I really need. And then I use the rest of my screwdrivers for what I did with that large thing to like keep the parts popped up. And that's with my computer, and I had to remove the bottom where the keyboard was. It's the same thing as what I'm trying to do with this. But it's a lot harder because it was big, so I didn't have many screwdrivers to deal and hold it up. So whenever I had to remove one, it would often fall right back. So if you're wondering, this one's nice, it really says stuff. There's the audio. There's, for these two, this one is the video. This one is TV, and this one is from the antenna. So all of those should be connected for working TV, and there we go. Here's the plastic pieces I smashed. I got a box. Fun. These should be the same size screw. Might be a little hard to undo. The problem is if I did this, I have to hold my screwdriver at an angle. So if I were doing this with an electric one, it'd make really horrible sounds and probably strip the screw like instantly. Should probably use my flexible parts for this, but I don't know, it might be a little, I think it's just not worth hooking up right now. It's just one screw that's extra hard. Because this one here is really hard. Because there's all these little nubs everywhere on it. There we go. I can push the buttons. So want to know what it looks like when you push a button in too far? Just pops right out in the front. Goes in. There's this one I don't think I can push all the way in. No, that's not even a button. One button. Even if it's something I'm just throwing away, I still like to just take it apart for the fun of it. And I know these always take different amounts of time. Like I said, this is probably 15 to 30 minutes, maybe even a little longer. Because, I mean, we're already at 28 minutes. Yeah. It's just a fun thing to do. I really recommend doing this. Don't just take random electronics from your house and do it. Guess then you'll get in trouble. But if you have, like, old broken electronics, you have permission from your parents or guardians, it's a fun thing to do. Get a couple screwdrivers and just take it apart. Here's one of the pieces that was holding it on. Just a little plastic nub for stability, I guess, hold it in place. So that taking out one makes the other one a lot harder to take out, because then this one can spin freely. And yeah. Let's see, what else can I take apart on here? So all these nubs, you can tell it's messed up because all of them are loose and flying. They're all over the place. They're not like straight up like they should be. They should be straight up, sticking where they need to be. While all of them are like angled on each other. It's all over the place. This is more of what it should look like, all them straight. But before it was like every single one like bent. What I like to do is grab it, twist. There might be too many. Twist it until it breaks. And got a little thing. I don't know exactly what they are actually, so I don't know why I keep them, but you know. There's probably it's probably some sort of battery of sort that gets charged from each of those outlets on it. So they probably have some sort of like lithium maybe. I don't know. That'd be cool to find in them. I'm only gonna take off a couple. I'm keeping the circuit board anyway because I never throw away a circuit board. I always keep it because there's specific acids, which I don't know, that you can like remove the metals, and there's always a thin piece of gold in there covering the thing. So you can get gold, but it takes thousands of them to really make a good bit of money off it. So like with what I have in here, probably not even $10 worth of gold. But it's fun. I'm gonna. Oh, that didn't work. We have to pull that up. I don't know. That's what I have to do. Have to get in there and. I'm doing whatever I can to not let things fly up, and I just scraped up a bunch of metal. I think I could see a little thin sheet of gold in there, but most likely like gold leaf, I would say. Just because that's cheap, easy to get. I mean, you can get a bunch of gold leaf, which is really incredibly thin, for like $2. Not gonna make any money off it. I mean, there's some fancy restaurants where they like cover food in it, like in Mr. Beast one video. He got like a steak covered in gold leaf. I think he made another new video about that kind of stuff that I haven't watched yet, but yeah. I'm also going to give out a couple shout outs. First of all, he's going to be shout out in my next 50 sub video because he was my 50th sub. His name is Ariel.